Hey everybody, and welcome back to Lindsay's Little Library. So I have the last little bit of this book haul extravaganza that I have been going on lately. I have a few last minute ones that came into my possession. I found a few that I had in a different spot that I kind of forgot about. So we're gonna do a little book haul, just a little one, and then we're gonna just take a break because Lindsay needs a break from the book hauls. So, like I said, little pile. But let's get started. All right, first one I found in a free little library. It's Last Bus to Wisdom by Ivan Doig. So this follows Donnell Cameron, and he's being raised by his grandmother. She's a legendary cook at the Double W Ranch in his beloved Two Medicine country of the Montana Rockies. Okay, Montana Rockies. He's sitting in this little city. She works for Double W Ranch. Oh my goodness. Let's move on. So when his grandma has to have surgery for female troubles in the summer of 51, all she can think to do is to ship Donnell off to her sister in faraway Wisconsin. There, Donnell is in for a rude surprise. Aunt Kate is nothing like her sister. She henpecks her good-natured husband, Herman the German, which I thought that was kind of funny. And Donnell can't seem to get on her good side at all. After one issue too many, Kate packs him up back to the authorities in Montana on the next Greyhound bus. But as it turns out, he's not traveling alone. Herman the German's going to go with him. They're leaving Kate. They're leaving Wisconsin. They're going back. They're flying the coop. It says, charming, wise, and slyly funny. It sounds funny, so I picked that up. Let's go with the book of the month choices that I had lately. September was my birthday month, so I got an extra book. So I have my book club one plus the other few that I picked up. And please tell me, someone else, if you are annoyed when they do this. I want my book of the month ones to all be like this, please. Why? Send in my complaint. It's my formal complaint. Anyways, I picked up Lisa Jewell's The Night She Disappeared. This sounds fantastic. We have not four friends. We have Tallulah and Zach. They are young parents. They are out for a night to get away, have some freedom, get away from the bottles and the diapers and all of the stuff that parenting brings. So they go to this party at a very massive country estate of a new college friend, and it seems like the perfect way to unwind until morning comes and the two don't make it home. Dun, dun, dun. Sounds fantastic. Sounds really good fall book. Next one I have Neighbor's Secret by L. Allison Heller. I kind of like this cover. How well do you really know your neighbors? With its sprawling yards and excellent schools, Cottonwood Estates is the perfect place to raise children. The Cottonwood Book Club serves as the subdivision's eyes and ears, meeting once a month for discussion, gossip, and cocktails. If their selections trend toward twisty thrillers and salacious murder mysteries, it's only because the members feel secure that such evil has no place in their own cul-de-sacs. But, there's always a but. When late-night acts of vandalism target the women of the book club in increasingly violent and personal ways, some of the Cottonwood Estate's longest buried secrets begin to surface. Of course they're going to, and it's going to be fantastic. Next one, Alice Finney's Rock, Paper, Scissors. I have yet to read an Alex Finney book. I've heard varying things, so I'm not sure. But it says, think you know the person you married? Think again. Things have been wrong with Mr. and Mrs. Wright for a long time. Every anniversary, the couple exchange traditional gifts: paper, cotton, pottery, tin, and each year, Adam's wife writes him a letter that she never lets him read until now. Self-confessed workaholic and screenwriter Adam Wright has lived with face blindness his whole life. He can't recognize friends or family or even his own wife, and Amelia is sick of feeling unseen. When Adam and Amelia win a weekend away in Scotland, it might just be what the marriage needs. They both know this weekend will make or break their relationship, but they didn't randomly win this trip. One of them is lying, and someone doesn't want them to live happily ever after. Glorious. All right, to Personal Librarian. I wish I would have gotten this a while ago, so I added this one to my box this time. Marie Benedict and Victoria Christopher Murray are the authors. And let's just take a moment to appreciate this title page. That is gorgeous. Love it. Let's see. Remarkable story of J.P. Morgan's personal librarian, Belle DaCosta Green, the Black American woman who was forced to hide her true identity and pass as white to leave a lasting legacy that enriched our nation. That's all I read, and that's all I needed to read. Oh, I was hoping for a prettier hardback, but that's okay. Still, really excited about that. Love books about books. Okay, I got a gift card for my birthday for Barnes & Noble, so I picked up a couple of books from there. Of course, I need my Witchy Witch book for October, so I have The Witch Haven by Sasha Payton Smith. This takes place in 1911, New York City. We have Frances Hollowell, who is, I want to say she's a seamstress. She is mourning the mysterious death of her brother. She's just trying to get through the day, and she's attacked by a man who comes into her shop, and all of a sudden all she sees is he's dead on the floor with her scissors sticking out the side of his neck, and she doesn't know how that happened. She is pretty quickly condemned as a murderess, and these two caped wearing nurses arrive and inform her that she is deathly ill and needs to go to the sanatorium right away. Well, she gets there and realizes it's not really like this thing she thought it was. It's actually a school for witches, and she is a witch. So I can't wait to read that one. Very excited. I also picked up The Retreat by Elizabeth Demarfi. I don't know, but this cover is everything. She came looking for inspiration, instead disaster strikes. So Mauve Martin arrives at the Highwater Center for the Arts, a gorgeous lodge nestled deep in the Rocky Mountains. Determined to do one thing, begin her own dance company. A retired performer and mother of two, she worries time is running out for her to find her feet again after the collapse of her disastrous and violent marriage. And at first, there's the thrill of being on her own after so many years, but she's isolated in the snowy beauty of the retreat. Mauve can forget the ghosts of her past for an hour and maybe for a day. But when an avalanche strikes, Mauve finds herself trapped with 6 other guests. They've lost power, phone, heat, and the road is blocked to get back to town. At least there's a sense of camaraderie, right? The fire's warm, the freezer's well stocked, but as the days pass and the storm rages on outside, tension starts to run high. Help is coming, so they just have to hold on, right? Then the first guest meets an unspeakable death, followed by another. And they get picked off, and I can't wait. It's gonna be glorious. All right, then I continued my buying spree on that Facebook group that I'm in, No Shelf Control. Got a bunch of those, but before I go there, I do want to mention Audrey from Chapter and Conference. I love Audrey. She sent me He Started It by Samantha Downing, whom I'm also reading another book by Samantha Downing right now, and I'm loving it. But she, you know how Audrey loves dark and messed up people doing dark and messed up things, and she said, you know, this totally has dark and messed up people doing dark and messed up things, and she sent it to me, and I think I need to read it. Beth, Portia, and Eddie Morgan haven't all been together in years, and for very good reasons. We'll get to those later. Oh, I like when books read like that. But when their wealthy grandfather dies and leaves a cryptic final message in his wake, the siblings and their respective partners must come together for a cross-country road trip to fulfill his final wish, and more importantly, secure their inheritance. There's secrets, they're trying to forget a memory, a missing person, act of revenge. Love it all, love it all. I have no doubt this will be dark and messed up. Okay, I'm getting there. Dial A for Aunties by Jessie Q. Sutanto. I've heard this is really cute, and between thrillery books and funny books, I can't get enough of them lately, and it sounds like this is funny. So we have Madeline Chen ends up accidentally killing her blind date. Her meddlesome mother calls for her even more meddlesome aunties to help get rid of the body. That's all I need to know. I think it's going to be glorious. I picked up Sherry Lapina's The Unwanted Guest. Again, isolated thriller. Weekend retreat at a cozy mountain lodge is supposed to be the perfect getaway, and then the storm hits and no one's getting away. I don't know, I must be in the mood. I've got a couple of those books now. Love that one. I picked up Majesty. I have American Royals by Catherine McGee. Sarah, I believe, read American Royals and said basically it ends on a cliffhanger and you want the second book right away. So I saw it on that site for cheap and I picked it up so that I have it. Bryn Greenwood's The Reckless Oaths We Made. Bryn Greenwood wrote All the Ugly and Wonderful Things. That still sits with me. I still think about that book. So I'm like, you know what? I think I need some more Bryn Greenwood in my life. So this one, it says, is a provocative love story between a tough Kansas woman on a crooked path of redemption and her unlikeliest champions. Okay, I'll take it. Then I saw this one for sale, How the Wings versus the World by Jade Ching. I did a try-a chapter with this from the library based upon my librarian's recommendations, and I thought it was fantastic. So meet the Wings, the unforgettable immigrant family whose spectacular fall from glorious riches to still name brand rags bring them together in a way money never could. So it gives me like Crazy Rich Asian vibes to it. So pick that one up. And then I also grabbed Who is Maud Dixon by Alexandra Andrews. It says, all she ever wanted was a different life. Florence Darrow is a low-level publishing employee who believes that she's destined to be a famous writer. When she stumbles onto a job as the assistant to the brilliant novelist known as Maud Dixon, whose true identity is a secret, it appears that the universe is finally providing Florence her big chance. The agreement seems perfect. Maud Dixon can be prickly, but she is full of pointed wisdom, not only on how to write, but also on how to live. Florence quickly falls under her spell and eagerly accompanies her to Morocco, where the new novel is set. Amid the streets of Morocco and the windswept beaches of the coast, Florence's life at last feels interesting enough to inspire a novel of her own. But when Florence wakes up in the hospital after a terrible car accident with no memory of the previous night and no sign of Maud Dixon, she's tempted to take a shortcut. Instead of hiding in the shadow, why not upgrade into Maud Dixon's life? And start writing as her. So sounds fantastic. I love it. So those are the books. There's just a few and I need to stop. So this is officially, we're stopping buying books. We're taking a break because it's a lot. But I've been reading like crazy lately, so at least I won't run out. And well, no promises. We're gonna try to take a break. If you've read any of these and you think I need to put them up on my list, especially like the creepy October ones, I'm thinking like Couple Next Door, Night She Disappeared, Rock, Paper, Scissors, The Retreat, you know, thinking these need to go like on my October pile. They feel very October-ish. Yeah, leave a comment below. Oh, and for sure these are on my October pile. We should just call this my October book haul / TBR. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine, right? Comment below if there's anything I need to pick up sooner than later. Otherwise, subscribe, like, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you next time. Bye.